Hey guys, what's going on? Joy here. I'll be doing a list today. Actually, rather, I would do like a rank. I will rank my Thierry Mugler fragrances today, and all of them are for men. I have done this exact same video about 11 months back, almost a year ago. I'm pretty sure that time many of you are not around, so I thought a lot of new people coming up, a lot of new questions regarding the Thierry Mugler house. Many people say which one is the best, what's best. And I think I got a couple more fragrance, about 3 to 4 more since my last year collection, and I have updated my list, and I'll just let you know my thought, my opinion. It's absolutely not I'm not saying absolutely that these are the best that you can have. You can pick up any of these Thierry Mugler fragrances that can make your top three, even the top number one, because Thierry Mugler is such a house. Many people love it, and many people are mystified by their house. So obviously, another declaration is I do not have absolutely everything from Mugler house. I was waiting to buy the pure leather, which I couldn't get. Then pure chili, B-man, a lot of great fragrances I missed. So never mind. Whatever I have 9 in total men's fragrances, so I can kind of like rank them according to my liking, and I'll tell you very briefly on each fragrance why it is where it is and how much I like it, what they do, stuff like that. So it's just sort of for entertainment purpose. Do not take it as absolute. Like he dismissed my top Mugler. Many people, including me, I consider this as a niche house because they give that quality. They're different. They do things differently for the market for fragrances. Okay, so Thierry Mugler house, a lot of flankers. You will see mostly all the flankers of Amen. So anyway, let's start the list. First of all, number 9. Okay, number 9 is a fragrance. It's a flanker of the original Amen, obviously, and this fragrance, it's so far in the back, and I'm not saying these are going to be any of them are going to be bad fragrances. I wouldn't buy them if they were bad, but this fragrance right here is called Pure Tonka. And this fragrance, why is it number 9? First of all, good things. Very good things about this fragrance is it's one of the longest lasting in the whole line. Pure Tonka is a beast mode fragrance. If you do not take a shower, it won't disappear from your skin. So that's first thing. Second thing is this is amazing in the cold weather. If you do like Tonka, if you do like a little bit coffee, if you like cookies, a little bit gourmand like, this is a blessing. It's a beautiful star as well. It's very nice fragrance. Bad stuff, the sprayers on these, mostly all of them, but this has the worst spray in my experience. So what I did recently, I posted in my page, I did cut it off. I couldn't take it anymore. It's so frustrating. I'll show you what I mean. See, I couldn't do. I said I did the unthinkable, and yes, now this thing has the sprayer. I'm pretty sure you haven't. Many of you have seen me actually, but this rubber, what it does, it makes it almost near to impossible to spray a decent amount of juice. So that's one thing. So I didn't cut it off completely. It's still there. I can put it back. It looks kind of normal. But if you cut it off and throw it, then it's gonna look kind of really nasty. And so that's another thing. But the reason it's being for so much of the back is the wearability factor. If you are living in a hot zone, if you're living in a hot climate all the time, this is very hard to pull. It gets you sick. At that point, it's so much cookie, so much sugariness, so much intensity, right? So Pure Tonka, I love it during the winter time, but I just go one spray. It's kind of spicy, kind of like cinnamon rolls and buns, but it's not absolute favor of mine. So if you love Pure Tonka, I know Michael James likes it, I know Chris likes it, many people like it, but it's just like because of the weather condition that I have issue wearing this. Anyway, so this is number 9. I started with Pure Tonka. Okay. So number 8, this fragrance, it's gonna also maybe surprise you a little bit why it's so back at the list. This is another reason, the weather. It's a beast mode. It's an animal of a scent, and here you go. This is the original Amen. Okay, the blue juice inside, the blue star. This is what started everything. This is a masterpiece, no doubt. You get everything that you hear about it. You get the coffee, you get the tar, you get patchouli, you get the gourmand-like feel, you get the animal. Like sometimes you get leather. I get leather at times, and it does last a very long time. It's a beast. The problem with this fragrance is, again, it's a cold weather scent. If it's hot out there and you wear this, trust me, if you put 3 4 sprays of this and you get in a hot summer's day in a lift or in a boardroom meeting, people will start you will hear people start puking, like like vomit, like, and people will be like, oh my god, oh my god. It smells really, really nice. It has amazing artistic aspect of a fragrance. It's I love this fragrance a lot, but that wearability factor, I wore a lot of it actually, but the wearability factor, I think I enjoy the next few ones a little bit more. So I'm going according to ranking, not by performance. So number 8 is Original Amen. It's something maybe you should start here and then start getting the other siblings or younger ones, so you understand the concept how the main backbone of this has been utilized in the rest of them, and they actually did very decent job. But this actually is the one most challenging in my opinion after pure Tonka to wear. Okay, Angelman Original Amen from the Thierry Mugler line is my number 8. Okay, number 7, I'm gonna go with one of my most favorite fragrance for summer, and I put it at the back in this Mugler list because Mugler, like every single fragrance, one is better than the other, and I always have trouble. My top 3, if you see, they're gonna surprise you, but it changes all the time. So it's very difficult to like one fragrance for a very long time and then dismiss the rest. I rocked this like a lot in summer. Okay, this is Pure Energy, beautiful white and blue combination bottle. This fragrance, it's a blessing, it's a beast. It projects like nobody's business. So it has that backbone of Original Amen obviously, but opening it, what you get is a blast of mint, like think of a Mr. Burberry but better mint note than that, sort of like a spearmint, bubblegummy spearmint kind of a feel. And then it mixes with patchouli, as well as it has some what do you call, huge blast of grapefruit. It's so juicy, it's like blood orange grapefruit combo sort of. I really love this fragrance. It's very athletic, energetic. The only issue with this fragrance not being popular and now I think is being discontinued is this was associated with one of the athletes. I don't want to take his name, it kind of grosses me out. Anyway, so he was sort of like a runner, Blade Runner, he used to be known as. So he was the face of this fragrance. It used to be called Pure Shot. And I'm doing this video for people who are new in the game. So if you are already old veteran in the game, do not curse at me because you know all this information. So what happened was he killed his girlfriend, shot his girlfriend, and I don't know what happened later. Anyway, so thing is they changed their name Pure Shot because Pure Shot sort of like you shoot your girlfriend and it becomes Pure Shot. The fragrance should be a controversial one, and people saw the funny side of it. It stopped selling and they repackaged the whole thing. They changed the name from Pure Shot to Pure Energy. Basically they're the same exact juice. I tried both. So if you have one, you don't need the other one. But this fragrance itself has nothing to do with that dude. This fragrance is awesome. If you are living in hot zone and you looking for a summer fragrance, this is highly underrated. Check this out. Okay, so 7, Pure Energy or Pure Shot. Now 6. Okay, I think number 6 is gonna be the one that everybody loves, and this fragrance, the smell, it's universally appealing. Every single person right out of the shower, and it's like a soapy clean. And Mugler, they wanted to portray like his trip to one of his memorable trips. I always forget where he took the trip, but he went for a trip and he wanted to bring back and capture that, the essence of that trip, and then he created this. This is called Mugler cologne, right? And it has also a niche version that I think it's called Original Vetiver. Both of them are really, really good. I will never dismiss one over the other, but Original Vetiver has a little bit more going. It's a little bit more creamier, a little bit more posh, ingredients a little bit maybe better, but this also has very good performance. So why is it number 6? It's kind of simple. I wore a lot of this fragrance. I know this fragrance through and through. It's beautiful. It's beautiful citruses and neroli up there, and it's so green soap-like. Okay, but it's not like powdery soap. It's like sharp, citrusy soap. It's just everybody will love this fragrance. It's great for summer. Gym, office, work, daily. You can wear it, you'll be so handsome and you'll be happy sniffing your arm. So performance is good. It's not beast mode. I would say it lasts about 5 hours, 6 hours, so it's good for the office work and all that. But Mugler cologne, it's not making top 5 because the rest 5 in terms of smell, they're a little bit more special. This is great scent nonetheless. It is always one of the best summer scents, but it's kind of on the simple side. It can easily make anybody's number 1 at any time, right? But I have massive respect for this fragrance. Do not overlook this because it's number 6. But the rest of them a little bit more playful, a little bit more, they do a little bit more for me. I will let you know what I mean. So number 6 is Mugler cologne. Even though it's not a flanker of the original what do you call, the Amen line, but I consider it because it's a Mugler release. So number 5 and number 4, I always have issue. Like number 2 and 3, they have always battle. So number 5 and 4 always have battle in my head. I switch them up. I'm wearing them both in my both hands. Okay, they say they are very close. Many reviewers say they're very close. I don't think so. I think they have the significant differences. So number 5, I'm gonna go with the orange creamsicle, ultra zest. People say ultra zest. My English sucks. But this fragrance I bought, the very first Mugler I bought ever is this fragrance. Juice level is very down now. I wore the heck of it. But the sad thing with this fragrance is the lasting power on this, people get massive, like beast mode. I never got beast mode of this. I got like hardly 4 hours. After that it disappears. Many people will be like, how's that possible? I get beast mode, bro. That the original, the aim and backbone, it makes it last like 8-10 hours. Not on my skin. So I'm really sorry. Like, it's subjective. Smell and performance subjective, depends from people to people. This one, for the smell, I have it on my left hand. It smells so good. It smells so easy to love. It's like an orange, like ice cream that has vanilla inside. It has some like serious candy like property. It's very nice. It's a very beautiful bottle as well, eye catching. You can pick this up in the crowd of 1,000 fragrances. But this fragrance right here, it's not that I can reach for it every day. One thing. Second thing is, it's a happy fragrance. But let's say you were gonna go to a wedding, or you were just going for a date. People may not take you seriously. That's because it's the property of it. It's just a fun fragrance. People are like, oh, you are a funny guy. You are a nice guy. But let's say you want to be taken seriously. You want to be sexy. This fragrance, the sexy factor in this, it's kind of, for me, it's missing. But it's very casual. On Fridays, you just want to have a nice drink, orange juice, or I don't know, sangria or something, and you just want to put this on. Great. It's a great holiday fragrance as well. Okay, so number 5 is ultra zest. So number 4 is the cousin brother of that fragrance, and this one, it's not named pure anything, because the ultra zest also changed the name, like the rest of them, like pure this. So ultra zest is ultra. So this next one is called Cryptomint. Why I've chosen this over its elder brother, this, and why did I even buy both? I heard some reviewers say they are very close. I found out no, they are similar territory, but they have the candy-like feel. They're like casual, but this one lasts on me like beast mode. It has very decent longevity. It has added note of mint. I love the note of mint. If you know me, I got the best mint-based fragrance in my opinion is Cartier Roadster. This is very close to that. So Cartier Roadster is a little bit formal. This is more casual. So I enjoy wearing this. It's just my personal opinion, okay? Over Ultra Zest. I think this has a very beautiful mint candy that has inside like some vanilla property. It has some patchouli. It has something going on in this, Okay, when I sniff it, it makes me so happy. That's it. I cannot say enough. So this is good for summer and springs. Check out Cryptomint. Highly underrated. It doesn't sell so much. I don't know why, but maybe I guess something to do with the reviewers. Do not listen to rumors. Trust your nose. Try the fragrances. You may like it, right? So number 4 is Cryptomint. Number 3, number 2, and number 1. Phew. These 3 were the hardest to choose. I'm just letting you know at this moment. This is how I feel. Okay, and these are 3. Out of these 3, 2 are legendary. Okay, 1 is highly underrated, and it's 1 because of one reason. I'll tell you. So number 3 and number 2, they had a battle. I always choose the one over the other. Then next year or next month, they change. So at this present moment, how I feel about this, 3 and 2, they're 2 of the best ever produced in designer's game. Forget about Thierry Mugler. Thierry Mugler, of course, these are the 2 awesome releases. But for me, these are 2 of the best designer releases ever. So number 3, I'm gonna go with this one. This is called Pure Heaven. It was a gift from me from my elder brother, Tutul Bhai. When I started collecting, I have a very special memory with this fragrance. So when I came here, he saw my addiction towards fragrance, how much I love it, how much I love collecting and everything. And I'm sorry, I'm going to take a little bit time to describe a fragrance. I don't want to rush anything to make it a shorter video. I just want to tell you my sentiments towards this. I always wanted to get this in my collection, like Pure Heaven, such a legendary fragrance. People talk about the cigar note, the best tobacco-based fragrances for the winter time. And yeah, even though like the reformulation kind of made it weak and stuff, it has a another version which has a much better performance. In my opinion, I checked it. Maybe that one gets 1 hour more than this, so nothing wrong with it. But try to get the one the box says Thierry Mugler instead of Mugler. The newer ones significantly different than Thierry Mugler, the ones they said Thierry Mugler. So one day he went to buy my brother. He went to buy a Creed fragrance, I think original vetiver. I don't remember what he bought. And then he said, I want to buy a designer. And then he said, pick one between this and few other like a Amen line fragrance. I had no clue what he was going for. So I picked this. I said, I love this. I think you should take it. This is absolutely awesome. And when it came out, he said, pack this in 2 different bags. So I didn't understand also. I thought he wanted to gift it to someone. When it came out, he said, this is for you. Can you imagine like how much love? So I'm not in touch with him so much because he's busy these days. So I'm just telling you the reason I have sentimental value for this. So it's very special fragrance. I wore it a lot in winter. I love this fragrance. You cannot beat the quality of this fragrance. Yes, Bogart Puram. It has a feel of this in winter on the dry down. That one also has a tobacco note. But guys, you have to have Pure Heaven in your collection. If you want to get one Mugler, try to get Pure Heaven. Amazing, amazing juice, sexy juice right here, okay? One of the best tobacco-based fragrances in the game. This is called Pure Heaven by Thierry Mugler, number 3. That leads me to number 2. Number 2 is a fragrance that I wholeheartedly love. I love JD, I love Shivas. These two, in the past, of course. Nowadays, I am sober. But anyway, this fragrance, it's just the fragrance I wanted for the longest period of time. My sister got it from UK. I waited 2 months for this fragrance. And I'm telling you, every single day or every single second I waited was worth the penny because I love the note of whiskey. This, to me, is the most, what can I say? You know, if you love JD, if you love Shivas, if you're into drinking and stuff, like you like the note of whiskey, this fragrance is that good. It's just that good. It's called Pure Malt. It's number 2. And I don't want to say anything else. Watch out the reviews on this Pure Malt, how legendary this fragrance is. This easily, it's like you can, let me just say, you can make love to this fragrance. If you have this on your arm, you can absolutely love yourself. That's all. Number 2, Pure Malt. That leads me to number 1. And I told you this is my list and it's just currently. It can shift anytime. But at this present moment, I think this fragrance needs a little bit love, a little bit more attention and respect because it's highly criminally underrated. Number 1 is Pure Wood. Okay, you can see the bottle is a little different than the rest of them, right? It has a woody element to it. Look at that star. Tell me it's not sexy. This is as sexy as Pure Malt in my opinion, but it has something extra. This one is supposed to represent woody fragrances, no? Woodsy fragrances. So it has that woodiness, but the bonus is it has the booziness. So let me spray a little bit. Okay, I have something there. Okay, let's spray this here. This sprayers absolutely suck. I don't know, but if you want to cut it, you can, but I suggest if it works a little bit even, do not cut it because it will hurt you, trust me. So it's so strong, guys. Oh man, it's like an oak tree, you know, it's like a big ass tree. Imagine like a woody big log, you know, it just got cut, and then the natural smell of that, I don't know man, this smells so good. This has that boozy quality. I don't think it's listed in Fragrantica and stuff, but the day I saw this fragrance in one of the shops, I immediately grabbed it because the smell, more time was passing by, it was just growing on me. I just keep smelling my hand, you know. Even today, I think one of the groups, I think I commented on one of the guys, one of the brothers posted this, and I think one other fragrance that he bought, he said, how is this fragrance? And I told him, this is an absolute masterpiece, you're gonna love it. And I stand by those sentiments. You may not like woody fragrances, you know, there's an ideal fragrance like, you know, this and D-Squared Rocky Mountain Wood. These two are two of my favorite outdoorsy scent. This one you can pull it off a little bit more versatile situations like spring you can wear it, but this in the colder weather. If you live in a cabin, you know, like if you're going for a holiday in the cabin and just sitting there, you know, you're just gonna like drinking a bourbon, you're just gonna have some cigar and stuff, you're just gonna be like spending some time with the nature, big as steak, and you just like hear the noises of noise of, you know, the forest, natural animals, you know, birds. This is such a, those who haven't tried it, just go and try it. Try this fragrance. I reviewed it, I talked about it. I think this is, at this present moment, my most favorite fragrance from the House of Thierry Mugler and Angelman line. All right, this is just so good. It's amazing. Lasting power on this is very, very good. Like projection, maybe after 2 hours it'll be a little bit less, but it will be there on your skin for a very long time. You can also try Mahogany Woods by Bath and Body Works if you can find it. Beautiful woody note in there and boozy quality. So this is what I love about this fragrance. Okay, number one is pure wood. That's all I have for you today. Those are my 9 fragrances ranked from House of Thierry Mugler. If I get pure leather, I'll review it. Check out all the reviews of these fragrances. I talked about them in my channel. Just post the name of the fragrance and say Joy Amin. You can see my review. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.